China has slowed down. US is of course showing improvement in growth. Europe is not. Latin America has again fallen on bad days. So Africa is still to come up to the expectations. So therefore, there is no doubt at all that India is a bright spot. But what we need to do is to ensure that the enthusiasm of the foreign investors is rewarded with ease of business, ease of doing business, with tax-friendly policies, with making them welcome in India, with ensuring that there is a safe place to do business, with ensuring that their material comforts are taken care of, etc., etc.
Right.
Absolutely.
But do you think some of these measures still haven't been done, and why?
Well, I think it's a continuum of progress. There are several things that have happened, but for example, my committee report has been submitted to the Finance Ministry. SEBI first looked at it, and after we received their blessings, it was submitted to the Finance Ministry, and we are all looking forward to the budget. Let's see what kind of response we'll get from that. And knowing the Finance Minister, I personally believe that he will definitely provide encouragement to alternate investment funds, because as I gave you the data, I mean, this has tremendous opportunity for job growth, this is tremendous opportunity for tax collection, I mean, all of that. One of the important things that we did as part of the report is to say that we want the recommendations to be tax neutral. We don't want the country to lose out in taxes, because at the end of the day, the only way you can provide help to the poor in education, healthcare, nutrition and shelter is if there are enough taxes collected by the country. So that's what we did. So therefore, I do think that there is a very good sense of cooperation between the industry and the government. And we believe that we will get the Achhe Din, as they say.
But from a broader sense, there's this big question: is this going to be a game-changing budget, or is it going to, just have incremental improvements, considering the limited room that Mr. Jaitley has? There's this constant debate of, should he let the deficit figure slip to accommodate growth, or should he focus on credibility? Which side of the debate are you on at this point?
Well, as you know, revenues are somewhere around 11.4 or 11.5 lakh crores, and our expenses are somewhere around 16.5 lakh crores, if I'm right. It means there is some considerable deficit, about 4% or so. That is obviously a concern, but then there is another way of looking at it. A developing country should not worry too much about deficits, because it has to use that money very efficiently for creating the growth infrastructure. To that extent, I think I do agree with the economists who believe that we don't have to get too much bogged down by those deficits, as long as that money is used efficiently, properly, transparently, and for bringing better growth.
If you have, say a top 3 things, wish list that you have in the budget, it could be GST, it could be other things that you would like to see, what would they be?
Well, I've always said that the most important thing in India is to reduce friction to businesses. It's not really part of budget, but perhaps the Finance Minister could use this occasion to say what are the things that are going to happen in the next month or two to reduce friction to business. And we have already submitted the report of my committee on alternate investment funds. And therefore, I hope that every one of those recommendations will be accepted by him, but maybe I'm being unreasonable, but that's the hope anyway. Second, I would say that we need to enhance allocation to education. because unless we improve the education infrastructure, both at the primary level and at the higher education level, I don't think we can build a successful India 20 years from now. That's
right.
very, very important. Third, India is one of the real laggards in public health care.
That's right.
Therefore, there is a huge need for investment in public health services. There is a huge need for starting more institutes of public health, like we have started IITs and other institutes of management. I hope the government will allocate funds to start institutes of public health at different parts of the country, and that public health services are created in every state, and therefore we improve our public health services, because at the end of the day, let's remember, Swachh Bharat is one of our very important items on the agenda
right.
of the Prime Minister. If you want Swachh Bharat, I think therefore public health is a very important issue. So therefore I hope these things happen.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.